Trailers being packed up once again as we are starting to wind down here in day 2 of Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach, the 50th edition. Jackson Lambros, happy to be with you for this Dive Bomb race day recap. And a lot of guys we haven't really seen that fast ending up in the Fast Six. A great example right behind me, Meyer Shank Racing, Felix Rosenquist and Marcus Armstrong showing a lot of pace here in qualifying. We know Fro's quick. He started on pole last year. But, we've still been seeing those growing pains for Marcus Armstrong with Meyer Shank Racing. And here we are, a top 6 start for him. Will be interesting to see what he can do from there. A lot of teams that we haven't necessarily expected to do wrong have started to kind of show cracks. Team Penske back in a little bit of a foxhole with Newgarden and Power. We'll get to that in a little bit, though. The big surprise for me, though, your defending race winner, Scott Dixon. And Kif Simpson is, Scott Dixon, Kif Simpson. Man, that's kind of a tongue twister. Kif and Simpson. And the other was Connor Daly for Juncos Hollinger Racing. Let's hear from both of them in some pretty janky trackside iPhone quality. I was doing what I was able to, okay? I'm doing my best here. Let's hear from those two really quickly.
Really unfortunate, but it is what it is. Just got unlucky with track position there. We really had the pace in the car to easily be top 6 there, but it is what it is, and we'll just try to do our best in the race tomorrow to move forward.
I mean, honestly, we're just bad in one corner. So, like, everywhere else we're fine, but the hairpin, we cannot get the car to rotate around there at all. So it's very, I've never felt anything like that before, but, we both cars, we got to figure some things out. But, yeah, we lost the ability to transfer essentially in one corner. So, I mean, I don't think we're that as far off as it looks. And obviously, to still watching the Penske's struggle like they do too. This place is really tough. So, we got some work to do, but we know where it is. Like, that's literally it.
So a lot of coulda, shoulda, wouldas for Chip Ganassi Racing. I think the biggest one, though, for sure is Arrow McLaren SP, and especially of everybody, Christian Lundgaard. Dane had such great pace in the opening handful of sessions, was put back in the order with some really, really good laps in the Fast 12, and ended up just doing a lazy slide into the turn 9 wall. That put him from 3rd provisionally. Penalty for that is you go to your 3rd fastest lap, so he will be starting 12th tomorrow. And as you can see, team is busy at work to get that race ready for tomorrow. Another kind of victim of that, David Malukas, who was showing so much pace, was faster than Ferrucci in his sister AJ Foyt car. Red flag meant that killed his lap, wasn't able to advance as well. So 2 guys with some strong pace. Lundgaard obviously might not be the exact same car technically, but both the 7 and the 4, absolutely cars you should be looking out for tomorrow. I need a camera right now because we've got Roger Penske on a pit bike zooming by as we shall hail his worthiness. What's going on, Roger? I'll use this absolutely. I know you're not rolling right now. Are you rolling right now?
Yeah, I'm rolling.
We can absolutely go into this because there were some problems for Porsche Penske. Or not Porsche Penske, he was wearing the Porsche vest and that weirded me out, and I was like, oh, we're still in IMSA mode. No, we do have a Penske in the Fast 6. It's Scott McLaughlin, but you look a little bit further out in the grid, Joseph Newgarden and Will Power, who, mind you, started on the front row last year, neither of those guys made it into the Fast 6 or the Fast 12. So do we think maybe that's a little bit of a repeat of the anomalies we saw at Thermal? Time will tell. They've got a long way to work forward, but maybe some qualifying woes for Penske that we didn't initially know and that we didn't see until after St. Pete. We'll have to see. Palou wins St. Petersburg, wins Thermal, and to start the Long Beach Grand Prix will be 3rd. And that is because your pole sitter is that man right here, Kyle Kirkwood, defending race winner from a few years back in the glorious AutoNation pink that I miss so much. But we know the Andretti's have been fast here, and he's proven it once again. He'll be starting alongside Colton Herta for a front row lockout for Andretti. All 3 Andretti's, by the way, in the top 6. So incredibly strong running from this team. We know they've been fast on the street circuits, and they are flexing that muscle early on. So let's see how they feel about bringing the fight to Alex Palou. Your front row, Kyle Kirkwood, Colton Herta.
I mean, exactly. No shocker, right? Andretti's been really good here in recent years. And, even more so this year. We rolled off the end of the season last year really, really strong at street courses. Toronto was our last street course, right?
Yep.
Last year? Yeah. And
Well,
I mean,
St. Pete, but yeah.
sorry. Well, I
Yeah.
guess St. Pete,
Yeah.
but that one's a little bit more like a road course than it's a street course to me. So it's yeah, we've been really strong on especially these more bumpy, less grip street courses, and proved it here once again here today.
Begs the question, how does the car look tomorrow?
That's a big question, isn't it? I don't think anyone really knows, because yesterday track was green, a little bit warm, sun was out, and then this morning it's just been super cool, overcast, marine fog, and completely flip-flop from yesterday, and it'll probably flip-flop again tomorrow.
Of
So yeah, and we probably won't learn anything in the morning if I'm being honest. So it's going to be guessing, and couldn't ask for a better team to guess with.
Yeah, it's great. I think at Andretti, this is one that I personally mark my calendars for, and we mark our calendars for, that we tend to come here with good race cars. I'm glad to see that hasn't changed. Now on to the race, and try to learn, like Kyle said, try to learn as much as we can tomorrow, and see what we can do on both sets of compounds. It's really good. It hasn't always been this way at Andretti, so there's really no selfishness or no egos in the building, and that usually comes from drivers, and so luckily we don't have that amongst ourselves, and so they're easy to work with. They provide really good feedback, and most importantly, what you want in a teammate, selfishly, is you want them to be extremely fast, because you want to be able to look at what they're doing and make yourself better, and I think I've got two of those with me.
Yeah, I mean, similar comments, right? We got three guys that can get things done, proven track record, multiple wins under our belts, and we have different views on things, but at the same time, we kind of all reconvene in a way. So it's kind of nice having different outlooks, different driving styles, but at the same time, we're all really quick, and we can all trust each other that we can reference each other, which is not always the case. Sometimes you have really fast drivers, but you can't reference them. That's not the case with us. We have a good camaraderie amongst us, driving style and friendship.
And that'll do it. We run this for real tomorrow on Fox, just after noon Pacific Standard Time. One of the biggest races of the year, as all of these drivers have mentioned. Biggest road race of the year. Second, I think, overall to the Indy 500. And if you look at the crowd here, I think they would absolutely agree as well. The vibe is immaculate. It has been the entire time we've been here. And I cannot encourage anybody watching at home enough, if they have not been able to come out here and experience this race for themselves, get that fixed as quick as possible. I guarantee you the 51st, the 52nd edition will be just as good. You'll get access to some really cool stuff while you're here as well, like all of this behind me, Aquarium of the Pacific, the great tourist attractions out here, Queen Mary. I mean, you need to go have King Taco while you're here. I think, especially because we have such a huge European viewer base here with Dive Bomb, I think your brain would like implode if you had a King Taco California burrito, which is like, I think 50% of my daily intake this weekend. There's no shame in saying that, but if you haven't been here, absolutely go and fix that. For all things motorsports, Formula One, Formula E, NASCAR Cup Series, and more, stick with Dive Bomb.
Right. And cut. And we can cut that.
Sound cut. Did we not sync?
We did.
Promise.